Megan McBride is with us here. She is alive, and we'll talk about all the great issues of the day, which means that we're going to check in on all the scams that are out there because there just are, sadly, a lot of scams that are out there. They don't stop in the summer, Megan. They just keep on going.
They do not. Good morning, Hank. Here's one hot off the press that isn't even on bbb.org. So,
Whoa. All right. This is like breaking news here, gang. Get ready.
yeah, let's get on it. So, last night, I received a very interesting text from Amazon, and I did make a Amazon purchase. So, not unlikely that I would receive some kind of communication.
Yeah,
right?
here's it. I'm just going to jump in just for a second, Megan, simply because this is where they get you right away. Because chances are 9 out of 10 people that they text have made a recent Amazon purchase.
It's a huge organization that covers all over the globe, right? So it's very popular. And this is what I received. I want to read it to you, Hank. I was put in a group chat with about 4 or 5 other people. And it says, Amazon refund notification for your recent Amazon order. Dear customer, we're reaching out to inform you that one of your recent orders did not meet Amazon's marketplace policies due to the seller's non-compliance. To protect your shopping experience, Amazon has activated a full refund for this purchase. You are eligible to receive a full refund and do not need to return the item. It's yours to keep. Please submit your refund request through the secure link below. Now, is the link going to a Amazon site? I actually don't know because I deleted the message very quickly and I did not click on it because it's actually a bit.ly link. So it doesn't even say Amazon in the link at all. And secondly, why would Amazon unsolicitedly be texting me in a group chat with other numbers I do not recognize about a refund?
Yeah.
So that's one of those things, there have been times when receiving packages that I have signed up for the text updates, but Amazon usually does not. It's usually always through email and through your portal on your Amazon account that you can track packages. So I just wanted to alert the public that it's possible you could be receiving scam texts that are people trying to pose as these Amazon or Walmart, all these other companies, but in reality, they're looking for you to fill out this form and take your information.
Yeah, boy, it's amazing, and you're right about that. The thing to do is what we have learned from the Better Business Bureau over these past years. 1, take a deep breath before you respond. 2, you can always get in touch with Amazon to verify and double check. But 3, I think particularly in this case, make sure that everything looks right. And that's what you did, Megan, right? You said, hey, there's some things about this that really, when you take a moment to think about it, they don't make sense. They don't make sense that this is where it would be coming from. This doesn't make a sense that I would be on some sort of,
group
chat, as they're going to tell. This doesn't make sense, so this just doesn't pass the smell test.
Exactly, and especially because the package that I ordered was for my partner, and he loves it. He doesn't want to return it or anything. He's happy with his purchase. Yeah. He intended to purchase it. I was just, I'm the one with the Amazon account. So, you kind of made a really good point. Take that breath. And actually, that's where I wanted to tell you about another recent hot off the press scam that's still, again, not on bbb.org as of yet. But the DMV scams, have you received texts for those at all?
More, sometimes twice a day.
Yes. So along with the BBB's wonderful partnership with Radio Worcester, we also go on the K-Zone every other Wednesday at 8 a.m. to talk about scams. And the host of the show, Noah, always is texting me if he gets these text scams. So him and I, within a minute, texted each other this exact scam where we both received a similar text about how having a final notice for a traffic violation. And what made this a little crazy is that at the start of the text, my car, I still have my New Hampshire plates from when I was home. So my car says the New Hampshire Department Motor of Vehicles, because that's where I grew up. Whereas when Noah received the text, he grew up in Vermont, so his says Vermont Department of Vehicles. So scammers are getting so sophisticated that they do know some level of your information. They knew that I grew up in New Hampshire. They knew
Wow.
that he grew up in Vermont. So they tailored this text to really look like it could be from the DMV. And I am ashamed to say it, but I was in Canada on a vacation and I received this text, and for a split second, I actually did panic.
Yeah, that is how good it is. I say that all the time. The people who fall for scams now, it is no longer a bunch of misspelled words and how in the world did you think that a Nigerian prince was really going to send you all this money?
Right.
How in the world did you fall for that? The scam of old that was kind of the big one. Now they're so sophisticated. Yes, absolutely. This is how they get so many people, because it is your natural inclination to go, oh, shoot. All right, that makes some sense to me. And you
Right.
click on it.
Right. And so one thing to also know is that the DMV, no matter what state you're from, they will never text you. That is something no government agency of any kind is ever going to send you a text that you have to update your social security number, you have to pay a traffic violation. There's going to be a formal process. And if you are concerned, instead of responding to this text, call your local DMV and ask and be like, do I have an outstanding bill of some kind? So, especially
Yeah.
if you hadn't, like, that unsolicited part, if you know you've never received something in the mail or you're not expecting something, why are you getting
Yeah.
a conversation? So that's always just a rule of thumb. So I wanted to let you know those two are hot off the press texts that I've been getting in the last week.
Wow, those are two biggies, absolutely. And I think that at this point, so many people are getting hit, particularly with that scam about not having paid tolls, or you've got something outstanding with the DMV. I hope that more and more people are saying, okay, I'm not going to get caught by that one, but they'll just move on to something else. Megan, what else do we need to know about what's happening with the BBB and how we can stay safe and how people can report if you think you've been scammed, or if there's a scam out there and you want to report it? We don't all get to text Megan directly, but
Right.
how do you do that? And how can people? You got the scam tracker.
Yeah, so the scam tracker is great. And it is a tool that the BBB has developed that if you are suspicious that you either A, think you were scammed, or think that you are going to get scammed, you can utilize the scam tracker in two ways. One, you can see if there are other scams that, say you're looking up text scams about the DMV. You could see if someone has been scammed through the scam tracker and read their story to get educated. And then on the other front of the scam tracker is you can report a scam. And this is a way where the BBB can take that information and also proactively warn people about other scams. So bbb.org is a really great resource for both consumers and accredited businesses alike, especially like I get all of my content when I come to talk to you every week. I go on bbb.org to really see what
Yeah.
is going on in the world. Like, I think it's a very underrated site that a lot of people don't realize that, you can see a lot of things on Google and Yelp and all that, but the BBB really vets that information and really makes sure that it's all accurate. So when you're going on bbb.org, you're really going to read the true story for what it is.
Just a great site, a great resource. As are you coming in each and every week. We greatly appreciate it. Megan McBride, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.